The Preparing for Adulthood team have been working with the PFA Pathfinders since December last year. We developed a menu of support based on all of the previous initiatives that we were asked to build on, take the learning from and begin to share across with the Pathfinders. The menu of support offers workshops, events and some one-to-one work based around our 10 key messages which are on the website. So far, the most popular workshops have been around developing a vision. So we've been bringing people together in the Pathfinders, looking at what they really want to achieve. Usually people choose to think about 3 years' time, so how they'd like to see things being different in 3 years' time, and then what that means will be in place in a year's time the following year. Those workshops have been very popular. Obviously, they've been an opportunity for a wider group of people in each Pathfinder to really get to grips with what they need to be doing, what the issues are, what does it mean to be developing a single plan, personal budgets, post-16 options and so on. The other, probably the other most popular workshop so far has been around developing the single plan, particularly now that the next steps documents come out. And we know that there is going to be legislation and the single plan is expected to be in place by 2014. So we've been working with some of the Pathfinders on looking at how the single plan can be developed based on building on what they've already got in place. The other popular workshop so far has been around post-16, looking at developing post-16 options, the post-16 curriculum and the implications of the single plan going into the post-16 arena and being statutory up to the age of 25, replacing the Section 139A learning difficulty assessment. We've got some of those workshops planned with some of the Pathfinders, particularly interested in bringing together specialist colleges, local and general FE colleges, and looking together at how we can develop the whole curriculum for young people with learning difficulties and disabilities. So the Pathfinders are obviously all focused around the single plan as that is the main challenge for them. They're trying different approaches. Some are building on their early support work, which has been very successful. Others are focusing on the Learning for Living and Work framework. Others are looking at both. Some are building on their CAF work, the Common Assessment Framework. Some people have already got a single plan framework format and have actually started to do some planning with some young people to try out the formats. Manchester have completed single plans for a few young people in transition, and I think that's gone really well, and they've learned from that and hopefully be rolling that out to a wider group. The other area that people are really interested in is looking at their pathways into employment, and we've already brought together with the Vision Day a vision around employment as the key focus. We had a Vision Day with Hartford Share this week, and it was really looking at how they can increase the number of young people with SEN and disabilities going into employment. That day we were working with the Connections team and the Adult Learning Difficulties team, so very much looking at what they need to put in place to increase the potential for people going into employment.